I wanted to go back real quick about the corporate 401ks, right? Like what's the benefit? Because in my mind, anytime I think of like benefits, I think of like, okay, well, here's another cost to the business owners. What are some reasons that a business owner might want to start a 401k for, whether they have 2 employees, 20 employees, 200 employees? Like, why would somebody want to take that on as a business expense?
It's a good question. In California, you're required to now,
Okay.
right? So that's number one. There's a compliance piece of that. The second is employee retention, right? Being able to have a good benefits package. I think you know how hard it is to get good people,
Yes.
right? And if you're lucky enough to get good people to walk through your door to work for you, it's hard to keep them.
Yep.
Because there are other great businesses out there that are trying to get good people. And so they're
Right.
all competing for the same talent. And so I think you want to make yourself competitive and make sure that there's a retirement plan in place or a benefits package in place that is to benefit your employees, right? So what happens is you get something in place in the beginning, maybe when you have a couple employees. Well, what happens if you continue to grow and you're at 5 or 10 or 20 or 50? That same 401k or that same retirement plan that you had in place when you were a really small company, things change. And so I think you need to make sure that you're going back and having things looked at and looking at the fee, right? And having a comparison done of this is what we were paying. Well, you likely haven't changed in terms of the fee structure and your investments that you have access to. You likely haven't changed over a couple of years or 5-year period, however long it's been. So the benchmarking study is very important to basically say, hey, if we were to go take this to other companies, what would they charge? And what would my investment options be then? And what does the advisor make, right? And so there's all these different process, like a fee process, a benchmark study that you would go through to make sure like, okay, no, we're good with our current plan or not. And there needs to be some changes. So that's one thing. I mean, the business owner does not want to be talking to employees about, hey, this is how you should set up your retirement plan. And they're maybe not the expert, nor do they want to dedicate time to that. You want to have an advisor in place that is able to be a resource for not only the business owner for their personal financial plan, but also the employees who might have questions of, I've never done this before. This is my first retirement plan. What does a deferral even mean? What do you mean you're going to take my paycheck? How does that work? Is that pre-tax or is that post-tax?
Right.
Do I do a Roth 401k or do I do a traditional? And so, half of our job is education, right? When you're thinking about, you don't know what you don't know. And so we're not there to tell clients they're doing it wrong or doing it bad. Is really just to open them up. This is what you could be doing and really empowering them to make more informed decisions going forward. It's their money at the end of the day, right? And so all we can do is just paint the picture of this is what you can do. And then they say like, well, based off the education and what I've learned, this is what I'm going to do. And I feel really good about it because now I fully understand it.